Hi, Aries, and welcome to your first of two Zodiac Taroscope readings for this month of March. Okay, Aries, look, there's a lot of Aries energy running around this month of March. If you haven't checked out my March energy reading, go back and take a look at that. I also want to say, Aries, this is if you are an Aries sun, moon, rising, or if you have Venus in Aries, you can look at this from a relationship perspective. I'm using Kyle Gray decks, okay? This is all angel guides. It's angels and ancestors. It's keepers of the light, archangels, divine masters, and angel prayer cards. Okay, I'm pulling at the end. I'm also going to be doing tarot for confirmation, advice, guidance, etc. Okay, as we go through this, there's no set topic today. I'm just pulling and we're reading like that. Sometimes we need a change. So, Aries, let's get kind of an overall energy. This could be for the month of March, but it can also be something that's going on in your life right now. And I also am going to say, it may be this set of cards, this one, how I lay them out. It could be the last one before you get your message. So don't click off. Stay to the end. You never know what message it is meant for you, and it could be at the very end of this reading, all right? So, first card out, we have Snake. Now, the snake falls under in this deck the warrior symbols, okay? Shed the old skin. So, with I'm saying symbols, if you see a snake, maybe snakes are gonna, right now, where I am in Canada, it's cold and it's winter and there is snow. So probably not. Maybe your friend has one. Maybe you'll be flipping through a magazine and see one. Maybe you'll see someone with a tattoo. Whatever it may be, you may see one on TV, okay? Take that as a symbol. Now, the other thing that I want to say about that, because it's shed old skin, releasing. What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? Because there's something in your life, Aries, that you need to release and let go of. People, a place, things, feelings, ways of being, ways of speaking, whatever it is, something needs to go. And you're going to know what that is for you. So I just want to leave that, okay, right there. And what I want to say is, when you see the snake, like I said, whether it's in picture, video, on television, whatever it is, pay mind to what you're thinking about in that moment, because this is a symbol coming from Spirit, God, Source, Universe, whomever it is for you. And they want you to pay attention when you see that image, or in person, whatever. What were you thinking about? Okay, pay attention to that for yourself. Now, let's get into some of the other cards here, and we'll be confirming this with tarot, okay? Like I said, you may have come just to hear this message today, or you may come to hear the very last one, all right? So just stick around, Aries. First card out for you, we have Odin. Oh, well, I know this from watching, the Viking shows. Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Okay? Follow your intuition. See the truth for what it is. Are you in a situation right now where you're maybe refusing to see the truth? You don't want to see the truth because sometimes it hurts. All right. Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's going to spur us, Aries, to do things that we don't want to do. So we will try to avoid it at all costs. But they're saying something, person, place, thing, situation, whatever it is going to be coming around, which is really going to call for you to see the truth for what it is, or that person for who they are, whatever it may be, and follow your intuition, okay? And those could be individual. Some of you just may need to see the truth for what it is. Other of you, this message is follow your intuition, but let's get a little more here, okay? Yeah, King of Wands. He's been coming out today a few times now. So what do we want to know about this King of Wands? He sees things big picture. He sees things for what they are, because he has intuition, of course. He is a wise old owl, I want to say. He knows when something isn't right, if something doesn't feel right. And I want to say, because he's wands, if you're inspired or passionate about something, someone again, and it just doesn't feel right, trust that intuition. See the truth for what it is. If you're maybe you're planning a trip or something like that, a grand voyage, okay? Because that's also Wands energy, loves to travel. And maybe you're like, maybe you have an itinerary and you're like, you know what? That just doesn't feel right. Trust it. Okay, you need to trust these little hits that you get. Okay, moving forward, let's get another card out here for you. Okay, we've got two. I'm going to take them just because, look, they both come out. Sometimes I'll do that. Okay, we have spiritual growth and cut the cords. For some of you, this may be all about spiritual growth. Okay, how are you growing? What do you need to do? It's very much wands or fire energy, because Sagittarius rules the 9th house, which is all about spirituality, religion. It's all about your belief systems, studying them, your philosophy, and travel, because we were talking about this. So I feel like for you, Aries, this could have a very Sagittarius energy to it in a sense. But here we are with spiritual growth, and maybe for some of you, that's something you need to focus on this month. Maybe you need to start a spiritual or religious practice. Maybe you've been putting it off. Maybe you've been thinking about it. It'll be different for everyone, but it's going to play a role in your life somehow this month, whether you take the initiative to bring it in yourself or if it comes to you. Cut the cords. I feel like that kind of goes with this. Maybe it's time to cut the cords to your old ways, your old belief systems, your old ways of being, your old philosophies, your old ways of learning. Maybe you need to move on to a new spiritual path, or to maybe if it's in a religious sense, maybe it's going to a new church or to a new group, something along those lines. But let's get a tarot here with it. That one just came out. The High Priestess. Ooh, I love that, because she's all about the intuition back here. So the message I feel that's coming in right here is, again, trust it when it comes, okay? You need to trust it when it comes. Don't second guess it. Think big picture here. There's lots of fiery Sagittarius energy. Call on that and see things for what they are. And what do you need to cut the cords from? Again, it could be people, places, things. It could be about what I was talking about when it comes to spiritual or religious growth here for you, okay? But use your intuition. Try to see behind what is actually happening, okay? High Priestess, really intuitive, okay? Now, let's grab another card here and see what other messages they have. I'm loving this for you, Aries. Loving it, loving it. Archangel Raziel, the inner workings. These are hidden truths below the surface. Dig deeper. Ooh, I love. Could it tie back to seeing the truth for what it is? Maybe for some of you, this is a personal thing, okay? It very well can be. This can be a personal thing. It may not be about someone else. But again, you already know that if this is resonating, you already went, oh, this isn't about anyone else. This is about me. And we have Archangel Raziel coming in saying, you know what? There may be some hidden truths. Dig deep within yourself, or again, to get to the bottom and see the truth for what it is, whether it's about yourself or other people, okay? But you have to dig deep. You have to trust yourself, trust your intuition, okay? And this card, 5 of Wands. This card's just been coming out too. So here we are with this 5 of Wands, and I feel what it's saying is, I call this card kind of the pain sometimes, right? It's when, it's just people are poking at you, picking on you, that type of thing. Or it can be something. I want to say, trust the niggle here, okay? If something is poking at you, prodding at you, not necessarily in a bad way in this case, I want to say it's to bring the awareness. It's your intuition poking at you. It's your intuition. Or it could even be someone else saying to you, right? Here, Aries, you may want to rethink that. Or, oh, that sounds a little weird or a little odd. You may need to look into that a little further. Okay? Let this be a symbol as well, okay? That, oh, there's something that I need to, maybe I need to check something else out here. Okay, let's get to the next card. I'm liking these messages for you. Really nice. It's all about getting to the bottom of things, getting to the truth, using your intuition to do it. So we have, again, third eye activation. Inner vision, seeing clearly, seeing the truth for what it is. Your third eye is where your intuition, we'll say, comes from, right? We also say gut feelings. Look, it doesn't just come from one place, but it's like that third eye activation, that place right between your brows. That's the chakra, your third eye chakra. They are really, Aries, telling you need to see things for what they are. I can't stress this enough. And for some of you, it's that. For others of you, it's that because you need to have some spiritual personal growth here. You need to cut the cords from something. You need to see behind what's going on, okay? But let's get a tarot with it too. Look, the devil. I love it. The snake and the apple, the Garden of Eden. But here we are, okay? Because there is some sort of, we will call it, with the devil card, devil energy. There's something that may be keeping you bound. I said spiritual growth, religious growth, right? Maybe you need to get on a new spiritual path, or wherever you go to worship, or is it a church? What is it, right? Wherever that is, you may need to cut cords. You may need to remove yourself from the shackles of that, because maybe in some way it's not good for you. Not getting to the bottom of things, not knowing the truth may not be good for you. Not knowing the truth is keeping you held down or bound or chained to something. They want you to use your intuition and see things clearly, because there's a devil energy around that's gonna maybe tempt you, okay? Maybe it's gonna take a bite out of that apple. There's so many things, and you need to be able to see the truth in it before anything happens. Now we're getting this card. El Moria. I may not be saying that right. An ascendant master, spiritual force field, protective light is surrounding you. You are safe. So even though you may have this devilish energy around you, this unknown truth, I even want to say back here in the spiritual and religious, and I was talking churches or spiritual groups, there could be a bad devil energy in there, right? Like someone who's just, they're maybe rotten to the core. They look good on the outside, but not the inside. Somebody needed to hear that. So just know, Spirit, God, Source, Universe, whomever it is for you, is surrounding you. Ask Archangel Michael to come in and put his protective blue light and his mighty sword around you for protection, okay? But you are safe, Aries. You are safe. Now, let's get a tarot with that. The Emperor. The Emperor is the King of Kings. If you ever wanted to feel safe, you would maybe call on the Emperor, right? If, you think back to the day when there were kings and emperors, going back, and we're talking even with the Vikings here in Odin, you went to that person to say, you know, my village isn't safe, my family isn't safe, and you would ask them for protection. Take on, I want to say though, that energy is in, you are the emperor. You are capable of this. You know that spirit here, and in this case, ascended or divine master El Moria has your back. I might look him up too and just see who he is. Hang on a second, you guys, because I really don't know. El Moria, he's in many different cards. Yeah. One of them from Kyle Gray. I have this deck. It's in this deck up here. He's in there, and the message is the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So just ask to be surrounded. Just ask to be surrounded by protection. Ask El Moria to come in and help you with this. Here it says El Moria is a spiritual name that was given to protect the identity of Ranbir Singh, a spiritually aware man born into a powerful family that ruled Kashmir. I don't know much more about it, but, you know, look into this because you could find some really interesting information that may help you. Okay? So I'm just going to leave it there because we could go down a rabbit hole and I can't keep you here for hours. Aries, but very, very interesting. You are protected. Okay. One last thing before we go. This is from the Angel Prayers Oracle deck from Kyle Gray. So there's a prayer in here you can use. There's also some advice guidance. So let's just take a look at this and see what we get. New beginnings. Well, this is, if we look at this as a whole, you can have a new beginning. There's a new beginning possible for you. It says, thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. Be that brave emperor. You are ready to march out through the doors into a new beginning, a new life, a new way of being for yourself. So Aries, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that maybe one or all of the messages here resonated in some way. I'm happy that you could be here and spend time with me today. I will see you in the short and sweet towards the end of the month, but I also have a ton of other readings, so make sure you check those out. Hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified when a new reading of mine comes out for you. All right. Thank you so much.